What if a second Earth exists in a parallel universe? Imagine for a moment, as you're sitting comfortably in your home, that a second version of you is out there, living in a world almost identical to ours, yet astonishingly different. This notion, while strange, births a plethora of questions that beckon our curiosity. Could this second Earth be a utopia, free from the troubles we face here? Or perhaps its challenges are magnified, reflecting back our own struggles? One thing's for sure, if such a place exists, it's not just a scientific curiosity, it's a mirror through which we might better understand ourselves. Stay with us, and together, we'll embark on a journey beyond the realm of imagination, exploring the profound possibilities that a parallel Earth could hold. As we delve deeper, you'll discover insights that may reshape your understanding of reality and, ultimately, our existence. So, let's ignite our innate curiosity and explore what lies beyond the curtain of our own universe. To begin this exploration, let's first grasp the concept of parallel universes. The multiverse theory suggests that our universe is just one of many. In fact, some physicists believe there could be an infinite number of universes, each with different variations of reality. Could one of those universes contain an Earth with different evolutionary paths, choices, and outcomes? The very thought is exhilarating. Think about it. What if this Earth exists with a completely different timeline? A choice made differently, a historical event that had an alternate outcome, or perhaps even a world where humanity took a different path, leading to completely unique cultures, technologies, and environments. It's fascinating to ponder how different our lives might be. For instance, imagine a scenario where the dinosaurs never went extinct, and humans evolved alongside them. How would our civilization develop in such a world? Could we harness the power of these great creatures, or would they pose insurmountable challenges? Here's something you didn't see coming: the fabric of reality we know may not be the only truth. Every action we take sends ripples through the space-time continuum, potentially creating branches of parallel realities. Have you ever thought about a decision that changed the course of your life? A simple choice like whether to take a different route to work or to speak to someone new could lead you down an entirely different path. Each small decision we make could exist in alternate realities, paving the way for infinite possibilities. What happens in those parallel realities can sometimes be downright shocking. But how do we connect with this enigmatic second Earth? Theories abound about how these parallel universes interact or overlap with our own. Quantum mechanics offers intriguing insights, such as the notion that particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously, a phenomenon known as superposition. If a second Earth exists, could the knowledge of its existence be hidden within the fundamental laws of nature, just waiting for us to uncover it? As we explore deeper, consider this: what if you could step into a portal and visit this alternate Earth? What sights, sounds, and experiences would await you? Would it feel familiar yet foreign, like stepping into a parallel version of your own life? Imagine walking through a city that feels like home but has subtle differences, a slight twist in architecture, a different blend of languages, or perhaps a society that has adopted different values. What if there were a second Earth that shares our sun, perhaps orbiting in a nearly identical pattern? This shared orbit could create climates that mirror our own, but within that familiarity lie incredibly diverse ecosystems. While we may both have towering mountains and vast oceans, the life forms that inhabit them could be as varied as the stars in the sky. Scientists theorize that such an ecosystem may have evolved under different conditions, leading to unique flora and fauna. How would these differences affect our understanding of biology and evolution? Intriguingly, some researchers are already examining the idea of habitable planets in other star systems. Exoplanets are being discovered at an astonishing rate, many residing in the Goldilocks zone, the perfect distance from their star to allow for liquid water and possibly life. If a second Earth-like planet exists, could it have developed a civilization rivaling our own? Would its inhabitants grapple with the same questions about existence, love, and purpose that we do, or have they taken a path entirely their own? Let's shift our minds slightly. You might be wondering, how does this notion of a parallel Earth impact our perspective on the current planet's issues? Take climate change, for instance. If we were to observe Earth from the lens of a second Earth, would we see alternate ways of tackling this global crisis? Are there innovations, policies, or collective behaviors that manifest in this parallel universe which we could learn from? What if their scientists succeeded in developing sustainable technologies that not only addressed climate concerns but turned their society into a beacon of ecological harmony? And then, there's the aspect of human connection. Would these alternate beings, living in their version of Earth, share the same emotions of love, fear, or ambition? Would our allied struggles to communicate and connect be evident there as well? Imagine mirroring the essence of our relationships with loved ones, perhaps with minor twists. What if family structures were entirely different? Or what if the dynamics of friendship evolved in ways we couldn't even begin to understand? But what comes next will leave you speechless. Picture a scenario where this second Earth is not only different in some ways but also a literal juxtaposition of our own, where every triumph is met with a counterbalancing defeat. Would there be suffering in equal measure in this mirrored world? If we found a way to communicate with our parallel selves, what truths might we uncover? Perhaps they are reflecting back our successes and failures, giving us a chance to learn from their choices, just as we hope they might learn from ours. Isn't it intriguing to think, then, that everything happening in our daily lives, our joys, our sorrows, our thoughts, could be paralleled elsewhere? Every moment could resonate with the echoes of a second Earth, leading our minds to ponder profound questions about identity and existence. However, these musings don't only pertain to our emotions or experiences, they extend to our technology as well. Imagine if this parallel Earth experienced technological advancements distinct from our own. Would they have achieved artificial intelligence in ways we could only dream of? Would they have harnessed renewable energy sources to such a degree that their cities gleam with perpetual light, untainted by pollution? Think back to our history, the race to the moon, the internet revolution, the development of vaccines. Each consequential leap has shaped our reality. What might their timeline of innovations tell us? Maybe they discovered technology that resolved age-old issues that plague humanity today: hunger, disease, inequality. The potential for dialogue across the cosmos becomes almost overwhelming, suggesting opportunities where they could teach us, and in turn, we could strengthen their resolve. Yet, could this second Earth also serve as a cautionary tale? You might be pondering the darker possibilities. What if that world has faced devastating conflicts, environmental disasters, or societal breakdowns that mirror our own trajectory? How might that knowledge empower us to take bold action here? Still, the tantalizing query remains: if we could somehow engage with this parallel Earth, how would we even begin that conversation? What forms of communication would transcend the physical divide of our universes? Would we need advanced technology or the help of uncharted science? Or could something as simple as shared dreams become a vessel for connection? As the world continues to grapple with immense challenges, considering the existence of a second Earth might provide a fresh lens through which we can evaluate our reality. Asking ourselves how we would want to engage with our alternate selves can illuminate changes we might consider making today. Perhaps there's a vital lesson waiting to be learned, a shared experience that transcends the boundaries of our perceived existence. In this captivating exploration, we can't overlook one crucial facet: the spiritual implications of a second Earth. Do we believe that life on that Earth, rooted in its own unique experiences, is imbued with the same interconnected essence as our own? Would spiritual philosophies evolve similarly, or would they diverge entirely, leading to rich and varied expressions of understanding what it means to exist? Borders of beliefs could blur, unveiling a shared pursuit of meaning, inviting us all to reflect on our purpose. As we navigate through the many layers of what could be, we encourage ourselves to ponder deeper mysteries. Think of an unbroken connection to this alternate world, a continuous thread, where we can draw upon universal experiences. In what ways might that enhance our empathy or broaden our understanding of humanity itself? But we cannot rush to conclusions here. Instead, let's take a moment to savor the contemplation of what exists beyond our world. How about thinking about the next thread of possibility? How do we make sense of two Earths existing side by side? Stay tuned, as we will dive into that in our next part, spiraling into fascinating theories around time travel, the implications of traveling between these two worlds, and the lessons we can draw from one another. So as our narrative pauses here, the enigma only deepens. What awaits us in that second half of our journey? Characters waiting to be revealed, phenomenons to explore, and, ultimately, the reflections of ourselves that might be found in the most unexpected places. What comes next may just redefine your understanding of existence altogether. Until then, keep exploring the cosmos within and around you, for who knows where else the fabric of reality might lead us. As we venture into the next layer of this intricate tapestry of existence, we return to the thread of time travel and its implications for interacting with a parallel Earth. The very concept of time travel has long captivated imaginations for generations, from science fiction novels to blockbuster films. Imagine if we possessed the ability to traverse not only the fabric of space but also the dimensions of time. What if we could journey to that second Earth and witness firsthand the myriad successes and failures that define its narrative? Let's explore the mechanics of such a journey. What if a breakthrough in quantum physics enabled us to open portals between these universes? The idea of a wormhole, a theoretical passage through space-time, could serve as a bridge connecting us to our parallel selves. Perhaps we'd step through this portal and find ourselves in a landscape that feels at once familiar and foreign, much like a dream that straddles the line between fantasy and reality. Imagining the possibilities is exhilarating. Picture a world where historical events have diverged at pivotal moments. We could witness a Renaissance-type era flourishing in a society that took different paths, one where art, science, and philosophy bloomed against an entirely alternative backdrop. Or consider a reality where the internet, in its infancy, nurtured a different kind of social fabric. What connections and innovations might we find in a society that interacted differently with technology? Equally intriguing are the implications of personal time travel. Suppose each of us harbored a counterpart on this second Earth who made different choices or faced alternative challenges. If we could interact with our doppelgangers, what wisdom might we gain from their lives? Perhaps they have navigated similar hurdles but followed distinct routes, experiencing outcomes that reveal both triumphs and regrets. Engaging with them could serve as a powerful reflection, highlighting the intricacies of human choice and the ways in which paths diverge. As we delve further into this narrative, the focus shifts to the implications for our understanding of morality in a world divided by choices. If this second Earth mirrors ours but displays stark contrasts in societal norms, how would we assess our values? Consider moral dilemmas that unfold differently in each universe. In one reality, a community may prioritize individualism, while in the other, collectivism reigns supreme. Engaging with these divergent perspectives might compel us to re-examine our ethical frameworks, fostering empathy and an expanded worldview. The exploration of a second Earth also leads us to contemplate communication across dimensions. Truly, how could we exchange the most intimate truths, or share insights that transcend language and culture? Perhaps emotions and ideas resonate on a primal level, linking all beings through shared experiences. Through heartfelt expressions of art or music, we might forge connections that bridge the gap between our worlds. Imagine an artist from one Earth reaching into the heart of another through universal themes of love, loss, and hope, painting a portrait that reflects shared humanity in all its complexities and nuances. Of course, the notion of communicating with our parallel selves raises questions about the nature of identity itself. If we encounter a version of ourselves that has made radically different choices, would we see them as a reflection of who we could have been? Such encounters might evoke a spectrum of emotions, curiosity, admiration, or even apprehension. Would we embrace our differences or recoil from the shadow of regret? More importantly, what would we learn from these meetings, and how would they serve to redefine our perception of ourselves? What if, rather than merely observing our second selves, we could learn from them? Engaging in dialogue, exchanging ideas about societal progress, technological advancements, and moral philosophies could unlock doors of understanding that we hadn't yet considered. This philosophical exchange, an intellectual and spiritual dialogue, might catalyze profound transformations in our approach to the challenges we face on our own Earth. To explore further, let's delve into the incredible concept of insights gleaned from a parallel world. Imagine discovering solutions to pressing global issues, like poverty, health crises, or environmental degradation, through this engagement. In uncovering methods that succeeded in the parallel Earth, we equip ourselves with tools for change, igniting a global movement for a better future. The inquiry into a second Earth invites us to challenge the status quo, inspiring groundbreaking innovations that spring from this amalgamation of ideas. For example, learning from another Earth's approach to renewable energy might guide us toward discovering cleaner technologies that alleviate our environmental crisis. What if this parallel society abandoned fossil fuels centuries earlier? Would we benefit from their foresight, ultimately accelerating our transition to sustainable living here? Crucially, let us not overlook the potential for joy in this exploration. Imagine how exhilarating it would be to engage with art, music, and stories crafted from a different cultural lens. We could experience literature that evolved in isolation but expressed universal truths rooted in human experience. Dance, theater, and other artistic mediums would allow us to engage with emotions and stories in ways that feel both distinct and, astonishingly, deeply familiar. But in this parallel universe, we would also face challenges. As we immerse ourselves in the knowledge and experiences of our doppelgangers, we might discover that not every lesson is one of triumph. What if their history brimmed with conflict, reflecting our own struggles mirrored back at us? The lens of this alternative existence might serve as a stark reminder of the paths we wish to avoid, a vivid display of the consequences of missteps in humanity's grand narrative. Returning to the complexities of human connection, we might also contemplate relationships through this prism of parallel existence. If bonds of love and friendship play out differently across universes, how do we reconcile those differences with our own? Family structures, community ties, and cultural norms would shape lives in ways that expose the delicate balance between individuality and belonging. Perhaps what we learn about connection from the parallel Earth will refine our understanding of relationships here, urging us to nurture the meaningful ties we share across boundaries. The spiritual ramifications of encountering this second Earth, which exist alongside practical and emotional considerations, may challenge the very foundations of our beliefs. If life evolves independently yet bears remarkable similarities, how does this redefine our understanding of purpose? Could we witness a shared thread of spirituality course through parallel realities, drawing profound connections across metaphysical landscapes? As we explore these dimensions, the potential to enhance our comprehension of consciousness and existence becomes increasingly tantalizing. In the final throes of our exploration, we arrive at a crucial realization: perhaps the ultimate purpose of engaging with a parallel Earth is to foster introspection, prompting us to broaden our understanding of what it means to be human. Each exploration becomes a reflection of how interconnected we truly are, even across dimensions, and the incredible potential that lies within us to define our destinies. As we conclude this investigation into the mysteries of a second Earth, we are invited to carry these revelations into our lives. The implications are profound, understanding that every choice we make, every action, vibrates through the fabric of existence, intersecting with those of our parallel selves. It compels us to engage with empathy, cultivate compassion, and redefine our priorities as stewards of our planet. What lies beyond the curtain of our universe leaves us with an enduring contemplation: how can we work towards not only improving our own lives but also influencing the trajectories of parallel existences? Engaging with the essence of our being, questioning our values, and revolutionizing our approach to shared challenges might just forge a stronger connection not only to ourselves but to the diverse reality that comprises every facet of existence. In the end, pondering the existence of a second Earth serves as a call to action. It beckons us to explore our interconnections on this planet while recognizing the possibility of myriad interpretations of what it means to be alive. Through unity, understanding, and a commitment to uplifting each other, we can create a world that transcends the singular narrative of our own existence, one filled with meaning, purpose, and compassion. As we wrap up this journey, let the possibilities set your soul aflame with curiosity and contemplation. Consider how our collective choices echo beyond our realm, forging a tapestry of existence that encompasses all. The next step in our exploration lies not in the boundaries of the universe but within each of us, ready to forge connections with the world and each other anew. Together, let's weave this fabric, embracing not only the question of existence but also the profound mystery of being human, across all realities.